You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Love unconditional. Love unconditional. I don't deserve it, no. But it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I thought she wanted that Mary J. Real love. Real shit. Let me holla at you real
What's happening? What's happening? Everybody, beautiful people, ugly people. Small, bald, and tall, folks. What's happening? It's your boy Rocca, aka Dame Finay, and this is Hits 92.3 Atlanta, y'all. And this is relationship advice from a single guy. And y'all, today, man, we got a special show lined up for y'all, and we gonna jump right into it because we got a healthy show. It's lengthy, all right. And today's show is called Love After Divorce. All right. And I got my man on the show, y'all. All right. And I was practicing on how to say the last name. You know what I'm saying? I've been practicing, right? But I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, right? My man Joe Ayinde.
Oh, yo, you got it right on the first.
I've been practicing mad long on that. You hear me? My man.
That's I've heard.
Word. My guy. Practice made perfect, y'all. You hear me? Okay. So welcome, Joe. Man, thanks for coming on the show, man. You dig? So now, before we get into the show, won't you introduce yourself, man? Let the people know a little bit about you, dog.
Yeah, I'm Joe Ayinde, from Long Island, New York, born and raised, man. I'm a artist, writer, producer, engineer, father, family man for sure. Just overall, student of life. Just happy to be here creating in dope spaces with dope people.
My man. I like that. And I got, speaking of dope, man, I got a chance to check out some of your music too, man. Dope, yo.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Dope, fire.
Thank you.
And for me, a person who music is my number one love, right? I'm all about the lyrics and what people got to say.
For sure.
And so I'm listening. I'm like, hey, my man, he got something to say though. You got some bars with you, player. So
Yeah.
we're definitely going to get into some of your tracks later on. So now y'all, what the lineup is going to be today, what we're going to be getting into is there a right time to start dating after divorce, right? Or when is the right time to start dating after divorce? Next, we're going to talk about red flags after divorce, like, lessons learned the hard way. And also, are you ready or rebounding? You know what I mean? And Joe, if I'm not mistaken, man, you are recently divorced, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I wanted to touch on the subject here. You know what I mean? So we definitely going to get your opinion.
Yeah. It should be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Now, we're gonna start off with the question of the day, y'all, for everybody, right? And I'm sorry, the news. Excuse me. We're gonna start off with the news first, y'all. And the only reason why I wanted to talk about this because there was a big debate at my job, and that is Kobe Bryant's wife is now pregnant.
Okay.
Right.
That's speculation. She has not said or proven. She hasn't come out and said that.
And she won't, but she can't hide that stomach but for so long. So we gonna see.
Allegedly.
All right. So allegedly Kobe's ex-wife is, well, I don't know what to call her. Widowed wife. There we go. Thank you. Widowed wife is now pregnant, and I believe it's been 5 years. Right, I believe it's been 5 years, and so the debate was, there was some of my people were saying that she was wrong for getting pregnant, and some folks was like, man, how long does she gotta wait? So what's your opinion on that?
Wrong for getting pregnant is kind of wild.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't see where that comes from. I feel like it's a traumatic experience, but she's still a human and life goes on, and people get lonely, people need love, people fall in love. Like you can't. You never know when it's gonna happen, and why would you
cheat yourself out of that. I'm sure they had a marriage and they had love. They made wonderful children out of that, but she has to live her life.
Yeah.
So 5 years.
Yeah, sure enough.
Like, what was she supposed to do? I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, what was she supposed to do?
Yeah, I feel you on that, and I agree with you. Now, let me ask you this: hypothetically, if it would have been 1 year, right? If it had been 1 year after Kobe's death, do you think that that's the issue, or raise alarm or eyebrow, whatever?
That would have to be specific. For one, this shit ain't even my. This is not even my business. But like, it would be specific to the situation around it. And on top of that, I don't know what's going on in that woman's life within that 1 year. I'm not sure what the status of their relationship before he passed was.
Right,
so like,
right.
we don't really know everything to be able to say, hey, nah, that's wrong. You shouldn't.
Yeah, sure enough.
Like 6 months is like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Was like, what's happening?
I feel like, man, if she would have got pregnant in a year, then she just had one of them Holly Berry and Monster Ball moments. You know what I'm saying? Man, you make me feel good. You know what I mean? Man, she wanted to feel good, and man, it is what it is afterwards. But yeah, so man, that was the news. All right, y'all. So now, we're gonna go ahead and get the question of the day is, are you okay with being cool with your ex? Right? Are you okay with being cool with your ex? I'm sorry. Is it possible to be cool with your ex? And are you okay with your current being cool with your ex? All right. So I'm gonna ask you that first.
With my current, you said.
So
is it possible?
Yeah. Excuse me.
My current to be cool with that ex.
Correct.
Okay. So is it possible to be cool with your ex?
Yes.
Got you. Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I think it's possible.
Okay. And so with that being said, then you would be cool with your current being cool with their ex.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I won't say absolutely. It absolutely depends on the boundaries that are set. What's the nature of the relationship? That involves a lot of communication. Definitely a lot of communication, a lot of brutal honesty and things like that. And what are your boundaries? What are her boundaries? What are your insecurities? What do you like? Be real with yourself. Not everybody could be cool with that. Me myself, some things like this nigga ain't got nothing on me. Like I don't care. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you got real though. I mean, you got to walk with your chest out.
Yeah. Sure enough. That's real though.
You got to trust your partner too and know what's up with them.
Definitely got to trust your partner. Yeah. Definitely got to trust your partner, yo.
Big facts.
So now let me ask you, right? With you being recently divorced, okay? Now I don't know how much you feel comfortable with sharing, but I was curious to know what was the reason behind the divorce.
To bring it to a culmination, we got married young.
Mm-hmm.
We got married real young. We got married in a church that was pushing young marriages, almost like in a cult-like fashion. So we jumped in there, and we came into the marriage with a child each, 21 and 22. Okay. Like we ain't know what the hell we was doing. And we thugged life out. I mean, we had 2 kids, and we thugged life out together. But there was just so much trauma in the growth process that we went through, that we put each other through, that we've communicated about, but it was a point of we grew up and grew apart. Ultimately, that's what ended up happening. We grew into 2 different people and realized that we're great co-parents. Like we hold that down, absolutely. But it was just a matter of we got married young, and like 21, 22, you don't know yourself. We didn't know who we were, and as we grew to find out who we were, it's like, all right, romantically, we're not compatible. But with these kids, we do that.
Yeah, sure enough. So y'all still cool now?
Yeah, we cool with boundaries.
Okay.
Because like divorce is is grief. You know what I mean? Like grieving, it's the loss of a living entity or relationship. You know what I mean? So for myself and even for her, she has these boundaries. Actually, there was something that she said that was dope. She said about something. It was like, I'm not doing this in regards to something. I'm not trying to punish you. I'm trying to save myself. So with that, I reflected on that, and I understood where she was coming from, and that kind of smoothed out some things in my thought process. And I had to realize, like, all right, in this process, I also need to put self first, and I need to set up these boundaries, and I need to, it's not a punishment if I set up a boundary in how much we communicate, what we communicate about. I'm not punishing you. I'm saving myself because I have to heal from some things. I have to heal from the role because you get really attached to the role. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah.
So with that being said, when you got divorced, did you celebrate it, or were you
Hell nah.
disappointed by it?
I was disappointed because you feel like something's failing. That's how I felt. That's how I felt.
Okay.
I felt like, damn, I failed at it. You know, these it was all thoughts I had to grapple with. I didn't celebrate it, but one of the things that I also saw was the opportunity behind it. I'm learning that, you know, life is ebbs and flows, it's ups and downs, and that just is what it is. Something like when you plant a seed in the ground, it dies. This death is a rebirth. I mean, like something's coming out of this, whether it be the time that I'll have to myself to really, you know, learn who I am, and just the areas I'm gonna need to really stretch myself as a father, because my kids will be in another state too. So I'm gonna be a long distance dad, and that shit is my bad. Yeah, that's rough, but I'm not really celebrating it. I'm just honoring the space.
Okay, understood.
Honoring the space. Yeah.
So now with the space that you're in right now, I'm wondering, how soon should you start dating after the divorce? You know.
Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
it's for me. It's like I'm like relationship prone.
Okay.
I was always a person that was like, I hardly stayed single long.
Mm-hmm.
So getting married was like, no, this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, be a husband. But I realized that within my marriage that I'm like, I'm damn near codependent on relationships, and I don't like being lonely and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So in this time of reflection, I'm realizing that I really need to take time to myself to cultivate relationship with myself. And
That's
how
real.
long that's going to be until I'm like, all right, I'm ready to really commit to, I'm here. I feel like I have myself established. I don't know, but I'm gonna pop back out there.
Yeah.
That's just who I am.
Sure
but I
enough,
just know it's right now it's like it's a thing of really making sure I'm good for who I pop back out there with. But I need to be good with myself.
Understood.
You know what I mean? Like
Understood. Understood. I was asking one of my friends who's divorced as well. I was asking who takes, you know, who's faster to, you know, get into relationship after divorce, men or women.
Yeah.
And she felt as though that men do, right? That men will get into a relationship sooner than a woman would after a divorce. And from hearing you talk, it sounds like that's not the case with you though.
Nah, that's not the case with me, but I'm like, I take the time to really dive into myself and do the shadow work and things like that, and like buck up against the parts of me that would be out there ready to run something down, because I'm still a man. Like
Yeah.
I'm still a man and I still have desires, but my ultimate desire is to, like, I want to better myself as a human being. And if
Got
that
you.
means that I need to have discipline in certain areas, then that's what I'm going to do, because at this point it's like that restart. It's that restart. So with this time, how am I going to utilize this time? I got to cultivate myself. So if there's like, I know my pitfalls, I know myself, I know what I would get myself into if I'm really out here like sliding, like, so I can't I can't do that. That's not my journey. Not my journey.
Sure enough, man. Sure enough. I know that for me, I've never been married. Don't really have a desire to get married because I haven't seen any real successful examples of marriage. You know, so I don't really have a desire to get married, but I felt like if I was to get divorced, then, you know, I'm hopping on the next thing, smoking, right? Because I was told that the best way to get over a woman is to get under a one. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
What do you define as a successful marriage? Like, what is success in marriage?
A success in marriage to me is a cohesive marriage, right? One that does not have strife, A successful marriage has open communication. You know, a successful marriage is a partnership. You know, a successful marriage, to me, is being compatible. You know, being consistent.
Yeah.
You know, man, being on the same page. You know, and some of the things that I've seen wrong. You know, in a lot of relationships. Well, just my grandmom, grandpop, and my mom and stepdad. Once the ladies got sick, the guys was out. The ladies got sick and the guys split. And for me, you know, that for one is fucked up because it says for sick or worse or love or poor or something like that, whatever the words go. You know what I mean? So both of them niggas was cowards to me for, you know, man, running out, you man, when the women were down. You know what I mean? But
you mean literally sick, not sick and tired.
Oh no, like health sick.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn, that's
man. Health sick. But you know, it is what it is though. Y'all, so look though, man, we about to go into a quick little commercial break. And we're going to play your song, Hello.
Hello.
Do you want to real briefly tell us the little backstory behind that, John?
Hello, yeah. Hello is a joint produced by my guy Lars Viola out there in Brooklyn, New York. It's a song about actually dating. Like the crush phase though, when you first meet a girl, you know, so has a story behind it, nice little vibe to it. So it's something that you could crush to. If you got like a crush playlist, somebody that you feeling secretly and you about to talk to them, like this, that joint that you put on to get your aura right and make sure you stepping correct.
Hello.
Know what I mean? Smooth vibe, know what I mean?
Nice. All right, that's what it is though, y'all. So listen, listeners, y'all stay tuned. All right, don't go nowhere. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the red flags after divorce, you know, the lessons learned. And y'all already know what this is, y'all. This is Hits 92.3 Atlanta. Y'all know who I am. Rocca, aka Dame Finet, and this is relationship advice from a single guy. Have you had any good cookies lately? Well, check out this erotic novel by best-selling author Sinai Marquise. See, Good Cookies is about a young lady who's sleeping with two married men. That's right, y'all, two married men. But when her ex-boyfriend, Psycho Sam, returns home from prison expecting to pick up where they left off at, well, you're going to see how far these three men will go for the love of them good cookies. Available at Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, and MoBetterBooks.com.
Hey, the secret's out. Hits 92.3 is now accepting submissions for brand new shows. That's right, you could become a radio personality right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You don't have experience? That's okay. You don't live in Georgia? That's okay. You don't know what to do now? Now that's not okay. But your girl is here to help you out. Email us today at hits923newshow@gmail.com and tell us about your potential show with Hits. Again, that email address is hits923newshow@gmail.com. Don't be last. The slots are filling fast.
You had me at. I just wanna. Cause I want what in my life.
It's more than a crush. Hello, darling. I think I've fallen into love from the go, darling. And you were made by God like the old garden. We're on the eve of something beautiful as gold, darling. And that was probably too strong, but I had the scene in my mind where I was swinging around the light pole singing to you. I even took my hat and threw it with the flick of the wrist, but snapped out of it. Cause nowadays, fit is as expensive as kicks. Your smile either shows agreement or you're charmed by my clever banter. I know I'm feeling myself, but the song says one is the loneliest number, and I'm feeling you already. So by feeling myself, I alleviate the loneliness. I know I rhyme the same words, but that corniness might be what separates me from the other homies that ain't there to take a chance and court you. I knew the first time I saw you.
Hey lover, you had me at hello. I just wanna talk to you, baby. See where it could go.
Yeah.
Cause I want what I see in you, and I need you in my life. So hey lover, yeah. It's more than a crush.
Me, myself, I prefer suede couches, cause the leather gets cold if the heat ain't on. But the material can hold the smell of somebody booty stinking. And that's a conversation she ain't doing. You got a sense of humor. I see a collection of Caucasian comedies, and Will Ferrell is a ruler. Hilarious, I give it to him. I like them in... Girl, it smell delicious in your room. God dang, girl. Love spell mixed with heavenly rain, girl. I know I switched off the topic, but I'm saying, girl. They say cleanliness is next to godliness. What, you be in the shower praying, girl? But I'm joking. How about you relax and let me run the bath with the lavender to soak in? And when you're done, we'll put some cookies in the oven, baby. Literally, I ain't even trying to cut it, baby.
Hey, lover, you had me at hello.
You had me right there.
I just wanna talk to you, baby. See where it could go.
Chop it up.
Cause I want what I see in you.
Yeah.
I need you in my life. So hey lover, yeah. It's more than a crush.
Let me take the time to thank you for putting up with the man that I am, cause musicians are difficult. And I know sometimes you mumble the words to my songs cause you don't know them fully. But the principle is, you took a listen and maybe you like it, but even if you didn't, you do a great job of faking it. Actually, you pointed out a whack verse of mine, and I appreciate the fact you ain't on that complacent tip. But I do want you on the tip of something now, my daggone flesh. That doesn't help. I hope you understand my faith and wait until I'm locked down for me to jump inside and let the top down. And you remind me of my Jeep was a dumb song. I'm sidetracking again, but it needed to be said, cause you remind me of heaven and hills. See there, you cracked it again. I love your smile.
Hey lover, you had me at hello.
You had me at hello, girl.
I just wanna talk to you, baby. See where it could go. Cause I want what I see in
like
you, and I need you in my life.
Yeah.
So hey lover, hey yeah. It's more than a crush.
RJM Company presents Mike Check the Live Sessions. It's coming to Atlanta July 2025, featuring Broadway Keith, J. Ira, K. Terry, King, Kana, Trey Blends, hosted by Rocca, and MC Joe Ayinde. Tickets on sale now at eventbrite.com.
What up, though? Welcome back. This your boy Rocca, aka Dame Finay. And this relationship advice from a single guy. Yo, this is Hits 92.3 Atlanta. And I got my boy Joe with me. Yeah, feel me, man? We in the building, y'all. And so we're gonna get into one of my favorite segments of the show, which is Weird Word Wednesday, y'all. And for those who don't know what it is, that's when I take two words, put them together, make a new word. And today's Weird Word Wednesday is snacksident. All right, snacksident. And that's when you eat up all the snacks in one setting. I'm talking about the whole bag in one setting by accident. You dig? Snacksident, yo. All right, man. That's your Weird Word Wednesday for today. And so now I want to talk about the when it comes to, after the divorce, right? Are you rebounding? I mean, so are you ready or just rebounding? Right. And I know you had spoke on it earlier. And so I want to get your views on that. When do you think that's a person is actually ready? What does it take for a person to be ready to get out there after divorce?
Whew. I think it takes an internal knowing. On the real, you have to have that. Are you carrying the baggage from the last relationship into the next one? Are you still triggered by those same things? Somebody like you, or how are you dealing with your triggers or your traumas from your past relationship? I think that should be an indication of if you're ready to step back out there, because you don't want to be bleeding on the other folks. I mean, you don't want to traumatize somebody else because you haven't sat with or confronted what you needed to confront that was ailing you in your last relationship. So I think it's really about that. It's that self-awareness of, am I really ready to engage in that capacity? And also, how your boundary game looking. Like boundaries is a big word for me that
I'm
sitting with, like,
you use that
now,
a few times, so obviously it's something
real,
that you're standing on.
Yeah, because that's not something that we learn, especially in like the Black community. We don't learn about boundaries and things like that. There's a lot of things that just go, and it's the way it's supposed to be, or however it may be, because society says so, whatever. Like, but what are you got to be in tune with yourself. What are your personal boundaries? What are you not going for? What do you know about yourself that, like, yo, if I have too much of this, I'm going to wild out. Like, you got to know self for sure.
Sure enough. So now the difference between healing and filling the void, right? And so when I was jokingly early today, when I spoke about the whole Holly Berry and Monster Ball moment, right? You know, at that time she was filling the void though. You know, and literally getting her void filled. All right. So I'm just wondering, right? You know, man, the difference between healing and filling the void, though, right? What does that look like for you?
You know, I don't think that's something that I could like adequately answer, because I think healing looks like whatever the journey may be day to day. Sometimes healing may look like me just shutting down and being to myself and crying. Sometimes healing may look like me stepping out and putting on a fit and seeing how many people I could make smile or blush or something like that. Healing could be anything. Healing may be stepping out and laying something down. Like that could be healing. It looks like where you are on your journey, I think. And just knowing, like, knowing your capacity.
And so can rebounds actually turn into real relationships, right? You know, man, somebody that you just caught on a rebound, and do you think that can actually form into something real?
Absolutely. I've seen like good boards. You know, you watch the game before you grab a mean rebound. Like, absolutely. I think it can. Shoot, we may be surprised at how many times that actually happens. You think you stepping into a rebound situation, I'm gonna be cool. I mean, I'm gonna see what this looks like, and then you end up falling in love. I think a rebound could turn into a relationship, given the chemistry is right. And how that relationship goes depends on how you've confronted that trauma from your past one. So,
sure no. So now I feel like for me, right, when it comes to the whole rebound and turning into relationship, I think that it is possible, you know, but it definitely takes two. It definitely takes two, you know, and so like a woman who is dealing with a guy. Hold on, I got it backwards. So like, I'm just going to use me as an example, right? So I get divorced and I'm with a chick on her. She doesn't know that she's a rebound chick though, right? She may not even know that she's a rebound.
Right.
So in her mind, you know, man, she's thinking, you know, rainbows and glitter, right? You know what I mean? But in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, man, I need some release. You know what I mean? This is a smash and dash type of deal. You know what I mean?
Did you communicate that? Because sometimes, like, if you honest communication, some girls be like, that's what I need too. So
that's real though.
Honesty, being honest has saved me a lot of trouble. Like, I'll be learning and practicing honesty and just like, this is where I am in life. You gonna attract whoever, you know, you're gonna attract that same energy. So like, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like, hey, this is what you're dealing with. I'm gonna give you that option to, you know what I mean, kick it with me or not. But you're gonna have that option, and we're not about to waste each other's time. I definitely I can't be wasting time. So like, I'm gonna tell you what's up. Like, that's for sure.
Sure enough. So now let me ask you, would you date yourself?
I don't know. Do I pause that? How does that work? I don't think I do. Would I date myself?
And if so, why?
Yeah,
I'm saying why.
I think so. Not right now.
Okay.
Not right now, because I know that I don't have the bandwidth to give that energy. But overall, where I'm going, where I know I'm headed, oh yeah, I'm a catch. What? Like, yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Now let me ask you, because you had mentioned about when you had got married that you went into it with the child.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, how was
We
that?
both had kids.
Yeah. Sure enough. So now, how was that as far as dating and being a single father?
It's interesting. But my kids are like it is what it is. Like that's something I'm very upfront about. That's something that's actually part of my brand. Like if you follow me, you're gonna know that I'm a dad. I have children. I'm dealing with teenagers right now. You know what I mean? And they're a very integral part of my journey. So anybody that I associate with, and thankfully I've been blessed to have some caring and understanding individuals in my life. They know like, yo, he's a dad, and they be finding that they find it sexy on a real, like the way I dad. Like, it works.
Hey
like, it works because I really like that's my being a father is a passion for me. You know what I mean? So like they see that it resonates, and
I can attest, man. Women definitely find that attractive. Women find that sexy when a guy is being a father, you know, man, taking care of his kids. Absolutely. You know, man, I was a single dad for a few years. I got custody of my son when he was 13. And truth be told, that shit really changed my life. You know what I mean? Like I was supposed to be making an impact in his life, but he really made a big impact on mine.
That's how it works.
You know what I'm saying? For real. Even to me, even to the women, he don't even know how many women he helped me pull. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, he was a hell of an impact on my life. Shout out to my young boy. You know what I'm saying? So now I know that you know, you're in the industry, right? And so let me ask you, when you were doing your music, how was your wife supportive to your music? Was she supportive, and how was that?
That was one of the areas of contention. She supported the way she knew how.
Okay.
I mean, but the way she knew how wasn't the way that I needed. I didn't always know how to communicate the way that I needed the support. But when I did learn how to communicate it, there was a clash there. But she supported the way she knew how, and I appreciate that. But it was honestly like it really stopped a lot. Like there's some stories I could tell you about like flying out to the States to meet with people and then not having the support that I needed in my corner to make some things really shake. It's like, you supposed to be my partner. Ooh, and that was something I needed to get over. But she knew what she knew. You know what I mean? We only know what we know. We only can do what we can in those moments. So yeah, it was you know, it was here and there. It was here and there, but I appreciate the support that I did get for sure. Sure enough.
Well, listen, man, I want to play another one of your tracks.
Okay.
Was it 0508?
Yeah.
Right. So let me get a little backstory behind that, John.
0508, that's my birthday.
Okay.
May 8th. So I actually wrote and recorded that track on my birthday this year. So that's why it's called 0508. And it's really just like an update of where I am. I mean, the first line of me rapping, I pretty much I say, hey, this is where we are, and then we lead off with just trying to transmute a lot of, or alchemize a lot of negative energy, and you know, turn it into art. So that's what 0508 was me just reflecting on life on my birthday, because she actually she moved the day before my birthday. So I woke up, it's like, let me do something with this energy. And it turned into 0508.
Damn, so I'm sure this joint right here was very therapeutic for you too.
Facts. Very
word. All right, well, shoot, man, without no further ado, you man, I definitely want to go ahead and get into that joint, y'all. Stay tuned. We're gonna be back, man. We're actually gonna play a game with my man. We're gonna play a game called Divorce Court. Guilty or no. All right. So yeah, y'all. So stay tuned for that. But until then, you man, check out this joint right here, man. 0508. And y'all already know who this is, man. It's your boy Rocca, aka Dame Finay. Relationship advice from a single guy. We on Hits 92.3 Atlanta, y'all.
Yeah, had to get the lights right.
Happy birthday to me.
I've been on the road now. I can't even slow down. I've been on the go. Try to think of how you
up like happy birthday, you a single father. I had some plans, but they ain't paying, so I ain't even bothered. The gift of life is enough when you've been receiving squalor, but how it comes together in your favors even odder. A couple measly dollars and a dream to start a team to claim the scene and bring a ring or something we be proud of. But it seems that inspiration's something we've been out of. Or when we get in front of our giants, we weep and cower. But King David, how I'm swinging on the front lines. Life's affected me to my core, so now it's crunch time. Deaded out porn, cut down my screen and skunk pine, and gathered back that feeling of freestyling on the lunch line. Yeah, I'm in the pocket like a politician. They flooding their shelves with knowledge of self, but they ain't stocking wisdom. It's impossible for you to stop the mission. I mean, we really seen this coming with the prophet's vision. Profit is my provision. I've got a lot I've given. I've put a stop to sinning against my own God within them. I had to stop and pivot. I've been given toxic venom. I learned a lot. Don't ever look back. Increases my synonym. Joseph Ayinde is the name, and on high is where I came from. Here to take the art form back from all the Shang Tsung's. Y'all be shooting for the top, but where you ain't from? Yeah, I'm the one, but I ain't one. I've been on the road now. I've been on the road. I can't even slow down. I've been on the go. Try to think the highest even when I'm at my low. I'ma keep on shining and I put that on my soul. I've been on the road now. I've been on the road. I can't even slow down. I've been on the go. Try to think the highest even when I'm at my low. I'ma keep on shining and I put that on my soul. Grateful for life. Grateful for change and transition. Be too slow to do that shit. That's what it's all about. Peace.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? That was that John 0508, y'all. Hope y'all was grooving to that John. Right? Sunshine was like, man, that's a real Smokers laid back track. All right. So now the thing that I really wanted to talk about with you, right, is the red flags after divorce. You know what I'm saying? Man, because I wanted to know what lessons that you felt as though that you've learned. One of the main things that I always tell my son is that whenever you have a disagreement with somebody or your argument or y'all don't see eye to eye, whatever the case may happen, right? I want you to look at what you did, right? Sure. Look at the part that you played in it and what you could have done to have a different outcome. Sure. So I want to ask you that question first. Looking back at your marriage, what do you feel though that you could have done differently to receive a better outcome?
Man, that's actually an awesome question. I know I could have communicated better in certain areas for sure. My style of communication, like I would do the thing where you shut down, get quiet, because I'm processing thoughts, but I'm also not, letting her know that, hey, I'm dealing with some thoughts right now. Give me a moment. We gonna talk about this. I just get silent. So definitely more reassurance.
Understood.
Definitely more reassurance and just being in tune with where I am and how my energy comes off, because how our energies work as males. You go in a room, you can command rooms, and that's like being the head of the household. When I go in the house, my energy really dictates a lot of the flow of everybody else's energy. So being conscious of that, definitely in my earlier years for sure, because there was times when my energy was off and I wasn't aware of it. So I couldn't catch it and realize how it was affecting the overall chemistry in the house. Know what I mean? Man, what else? I would have been more mindful of smaller things. Like everything doesn't have to be a big production. Write more love notes. Flowers, definitely. Like women really like flowers. The women that love flowers, they really love them joints. For sure. So yeah, just the conscious of the small things, the small gestures. Way more conscious of that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
Word. So now, do you feel as though that after your divorce, that you can spot, the things like the red flags, right? That you can spot them a lot more clearer now.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm more real with myself too, and that came from back to the boundary word, because like I'm a person that, you know, I have a big heart, and I also like seeing perspectives. That's like, I'm really big on just understanding perspectives, because everybody got a word in this life sentence, and I like to know what people's talking about. So that would often land me in spaces where I wasn't honoring myself, and putting my boundary up and saying, nah, you're bugging. I know I'm not bugging. You're bugging. Something's off about this, and like taking that stance. So now, yeah, I'm gonna call something out, and I'm definitely gonna protect myself beforehand. Like, absolutely.
Sure no. Now, so one of the questions that I had was like, are you dating the same type in a different body, right? So like, man, we all have a type, right? So now I'm wondering, after your divorce, are you looking for a different type, or man, are you standing 10 toes down on a?
Yo, I honestly was like, I'm being completely honest. I'll tell you, the women that I've dated would tell you that I don't have like a type. If you the women that I date, they're different. My type is I like intelligence. If we talking about from a ethereal space, I like intelligence. I like humor. What can you show me and make me be like, oh snap, yeah, that's dope. I didn't know that. Are you passionate about anything in life? So like those kind of qualities is what tunes me into people. Like, how does our conversation flow?
Okay.
Things like that. Are you able to challenge my viewpoint on something? Like, that's the kind of things that get me.
I'm actually the same thing I asked she last week. And then we're gonna go ahead and get into the game, divorce court, guilty or no. The question that I had him was, great personality, but she a mud duck, or she is very pretty and got an ugly attitude. Which one are you going with?
Great personality in the mud duck.
My man,
honestly, like,
y'all heard it. He said he going with the mud duck. He walking around with a proudly. Y'all can't see her personality, but he has peace though, right, man? He has peace within the household though.
I got peace.
I ain't mad at you. He got peace with a piece of ugly, John. I ain't mad at him though.
Hey, man.
All right, so look though. Look, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into this game, right? So the game is called Divorce Court, guilty or no, right? And so I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, and either guilty or not guilty.
Okay.
All right. And so guilty, they deserve to be blocked, shamed publicly, and possibly get fined. All right. That's guilty. If they're not guilty, they were just misunderstood, and you won't let it go. All right. So the first one. They changed the Netflix password during the divorce while you were watching the series, middle of the series. Guilty or no?
Guilty.
Okay. They kept your dog and renamed him Freedom.
Yo, what? Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Yeah.
They showed up.
Wait, hold up. My dog? Like,
yes.
My dog.
Yeah, they kept your dog and renamed him Freedom.
That is guilty.
Okay.
Guilty, yeah.
They showed up in court in your favorite hoodie and wore it smugly.
You know what? Not guilty.
Not
guilty. I know
guilty.
you smell me on that hoodie. You
nice.
Yeah.
Facts. They slept with your best friend after the separation was filed.
Guilty. What? You ain't got to finish that.
Lock away the key. All right. So they posted their new boo before the ink on the divorce was even dry.
Not guilty.
All right. They told the kids that you moved on, but forgot to mention that they cheated first.
That's gonna come back to eat you in your own. Not guilty.
Not guilty.
I'm gonna watch you eat that.
Nice.
Like, yeah.
They made a playlist called "Single and Unbothered." They sent it to you.
I'm jamming to it. Not guilty.
Nice. They sent your mom a goodbye text, but not you.
Why are you talking to my mom still? Guilty.
Okay.
Right.
They brought their new boo to your favorite brunch spot.
Do I want to be petty? Not guilty.
Not guilty. All right. They posted, "God removed the demon from my life the day you moved out."
Everybody is a mirror. Not guilty.
Okay. All right. They started a podcast about relationships 3 days after the divorce. Guilty or not guilty?
If they don't let me do the theme song for it, guilty. Yeah.
All right. They kept the wedding ring. I'm sorry. They kept the wedding ring, but pawned your watch.
Yo, come on. Yo, guilty. Absolutely. The watch.
All right. They invited your cousin to their new wedding. Guilty or not guilty?
That's just interesting. Plead the fifth. Not guilty.
Not
Go
guilty.
ahead,
All
man.
right.
My cousin gonna report back. We don't know what's going on.
Sure enough. Last but not least, man, they had matching tattoos with you, and they just had their new person add their initial next to it.
Ooh. You guilty of being stupid. That looks bogus. That's crazy. Guilty.
Word, man. I appreciate you rocking out with us, man.
For sure,
So before we head out, I want you to talk about the show that's coming up on July 26th that me and you are both hosting.
Yes, man. RJM Company presents Mike Check the Live Sessions. It's gonna be a dope show with phenomenal artists. You're gonna catch all kinds of vibes. You see what's going on with this show. You see what the personality is, and we're gonna be hosting. So it's absolutely gonna be a good time. The artists that are performing, make sure you tap in. There's gonna be links all over the place to actually tap in with these artists and learn their songs. So when you get there, you feel like you part of the whole production, because it's gonna be a whole production, especially when you have RJM Company out here putting this thing together.
You hear me?
It's a beautiful feeling, and I'm gonna be hitting. I'm performing song. I got a set.
Yeah.
I'm shutting it down, baby. It's
Nice.
gonna be a great time.
Nice. And with that being said, man, your that song East Coast Gray.
Yeah, East Coast Gray.
Yeah, man. What's the background behind that?
Man, the background behind that is just the tone. It's absolutely the tone. Coincidentally, I made it while I was in like Savannah, Georgia, so I wasn't even like really East Coast. But it's the feel of New York for me in the wintertime when it has that overcast. It's really just a feel. I'm talking about life and reflecting, but when you hear the beat, when you feel the textures, it's that East Coast Gray, and it's gonna make you want to throw on that, throw on a Yankee. Or some Timbs, as we could both do, you know what I mean? So yeah, East Coast Gray.
Heard.
Yeah.
Produced by you too?
Yeah, that 0508 produced by me too.
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Okay, my man make beats too, man. We definitely got a link, man. Talk. So all right, man. With that being said, yo, I thank y'all very much, Joe. I thank you for sliding through, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Another great show. And y'all don't forget, July 26th, man. Get y'all tickets. Is going down at the Whiskey Mistress at 4 p.m. y'all. All right, so get y'all tickets now. Tap in. All right, and y'all already know what this is, man. This is relationship advice from a single guy. This is Hits 92.3 Atlanta, and as always, this is your boy Rocca, aka Dame Fanay, and we thank y'all for coming out. Hey, yo, Joe, let them know one time, man, where they can find you at.
Hey, all platforms, all streaming platforms, social media, Joe Ayinde. That's JoeAyinde.
My man. Thank y'all very much, y'all. One love.
Yeah. Shit like that. Are you reaching for the stars, or are you reaching for what's easiest to cling to? Wanna see the boss, are you the one that they would bring to? Is the vision you're cultivating bringing a clean view? Alchemize life and make the gray sky seem blue. Looking out these raindrops, stained eyes seem new. Every beat made is a safe haven to think through. Life path ride until opportunity link you. Change on the brink too. Baby, if you blink, you might miss it. Then again, we kicking up dust. Come get right with us, make the wrong choice and you stuck. Conversations I be having with my higher self. Different levels, different devils, and I'm high as hell. This the kind of vibe make you not proper. Sponsored by good weed, water, and not chopper. Feet in the grass, I'm praying to our Father. Living outside of purpose was a lot harder, and we stay true. Stay true, take a vow, baby, stay you. All you got is right now, fella, make do. Spread love, cause this whole world hateful. Yeah, you gotta be grateful and stay true. Stay true, take a vow, baby, stay you. All you got is right now, fella, make do. Spread love, cause this whole
No, I'm not perfect, no. I made my mistakes, and no. But all I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional. I don't deserve it, no. But it would be worth it all. All I want is love unconditional. Love unconditional, baby. Yeah.
Decatur, Lithonia, Conyers, Covington, McDonough, and all surrounding areas. Something Special Bar and Lounge presents Music Bingo and Karaoke. That's right, you heard me. Music Bingo and Karaoke every Wednesday at Something Special Bar and Lounge. On the 1 and 2s, we got DJ P-Joe. Not to mention, we got the host with the most, Kells. We got drink specials, plus the full kitchen, seafood dip, salmon bites, sweet heat wings, jerk chicken egg roll. From 5 to 7 is our happy hour. Mix and match, 2 items, looking for good vibes, delicious drinks, delicious food. Something Special Bar and Lounge, 1377 Old McDonough Highway, Conyers, Georgia. The best spot on the east side. Express lunch on the go. Not to mention now open for lunch from 11 to 3 Monday through Friday. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Something Special Bar and Lounge.